I paid a Fiverr seller to edit my vlog and also create shorts. In this video, I'm gonna be using Fiverr as a buyer because I actually need to edit my vlog, which I recorded. I'm gonna document my exact journey with how I'm gonna be working with this person, what sort of offer he's gonna come up with, what sort of process is gonna look like. So you're gonna see everything behind the scenes. The first thing, let's take a look at one of the sellers. So I did work already with Luke before previously, and he helped me edit some videos. I wanted to actually come back to him again because I thought he did a good job. This time, this is going to be a little bit different, but still, I think he can do this job. And let's see what he's going to reply to me, what he's going to say as well in terms of the potential offer and just in generally how it could possibly look like. First, I can just go and contact him directly here, which will bring me to the inbox here. And as you can see in the past, he actually did a YouTube video for me. One of the YouTube videos that was in August 2024. I thought he did a good job there. He understood what I needed. This time it's going to be maybe a little bit different because I think there will be more footage than before, and let's see what he's gonna say. So I'm gonna go here and write exactly, hey Luke, hope you're doing well. I wanted to see if you can edit my new vlog, recorded, have all the footage. I'm gonna be also sending him my footage. This is my footage that I already recorded, and it's here. It's approximately around 50 minutes in total. I just want to make it clear for him just so he can come up with an offer. In the past, I do remember he asked me to review the footage, review what I already had. So I'm just gonna send it to him and actually just be more specified exactly how much of the footage is there. So I'm gonna say I have all the footage ready. Approximately 50 to 60 minutes filmed in total. Here is the link to the footage if you want to review. And let's come back here. Let's send him the link. And I will need also to ask him, I would like to have, let's say, one vlog around, let's put 15 minutes. It always depends because, it can be less, can be a little bit more, but I think that's the ideal. I would say maybe let's put it like 10 to 15 minutes, whatever you feel is going to be optimal. And also I would like to also have a few shorts. So I will mention also I will need to have 3 shorts this vlog as well. Is it enough information for an offer? Thank you very much. Okay, so we have the footage. We need to one vlog, 10-15 minutes. We need to do shorts. Shorts are usually like can be 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So this is how the message will look like. I can just go ahead and send it to him and see what he's going to reply. This is always the thing. Fiverr always scans the link because there are a lot of scams happening on Fiverr, and this is just a very normal process because usually they have some automatic process, and then afterwards this link should be cleared, so he should be able to see the message shortly. He was actually online 5 minutes ago. Maybe he can come up with an offer. So guys, I would say, in terms of just, overall working and having, experience, I've been on the buyer side. Actually, I made one of the videos before when I used to work with other Instagram experts, and I showed their work. Some sellers were maybe not too happy that I maybe showcased that, but I do believe, this can be maybe potentially interesting because if you are potentially a buyer, you can experience this live. You can experience what will exactly happen, in my case or in other people's cases, because if you go on YouTube, you can see a lot of videos where creators, YouTubers, they are ordering other services, they're showing their experience. I think that's just plays a good positive impact for both the platform and the buyer. And by the way, if you are also new, I highly encourage you to look into my freelance hustle newsletter. This is a newsletter where I'm documenting my journey as a Fiverr seller, but I'm actually going to be also documenting more on the buyer side as well in the future. So that's something that I'm excited to bring as well. But you can check out if you are a Fiverr seller, if you are someone who runs an agency, wants to use Fiverr as a way of showcase their services, showcase what you can eventually do on Fiverr. I do have a free course. It's honestly, it will also be updated in the future this year, but this is still a very up-to-date information which will help you stay on track, which will help you eventually succeed on the platform. So you can check out the lessons here, you can check out the information as well. All right, so after a few minutes, Luke has actually replied. Seems he's been online or he just saw the pop-up maybe. So he asked me this question. So first he proposed an offer which is going to cost $200 based on the number of videos, that is just one vlog plus 3 shorts, maybe based on the footage as well, because that's why I would say all of this terms of pricing and terms of how much certain things are going to cost, it all depends honestly, because this is all custom work, meaning that depends on the style, depends on that, because I worked with Luke as well before, last year in 2024 in the summer. And also the interesting fact is that Luke has actually used my service, because in 2019 he was also running like an agency and a managing account, so he was actually, and he also had some other projects, so he used my Instagram growth service back then, which was, yeah, it was a lot cheaper. You know, it's also nice when you have this sort of, I think that's why Fiverr is fascinating, because you are able to, you know, connect with people and they can be, you know, a buyer to your services, then you can be actually the buyer because you need help with certain things. So he said that it won't be a problem, 3 shorts, most interesting part from the vlog, and he asked me about, would you mind starting the purpose of the video and a brief summary? He should know, I guess, because he did something similar before. So I would say thank you for your reply, Luke. So let's say yes, of course. I would like to post it on my YouTube channel like I did with your other previous video, and is to document my journey of how I am running the Fiverr business. Okay, so just send him a message with my goals, and I can also say thanks for the offer. And so let's also go and check out Luke's profile here. Right now he has this 1 gig. You can see, I mean, you know, mostly things he does, it's kind of like the shorts, editing, coming up with ideas. He does also consulting. As I remember, he did it in the past. I don't know if he's offering as well with his packages, but that's why it's good to ask him, you know, exactly what he does provide in each package. But you can see from these smaller packages, you have best for reels, best for shorts, and he has a mid-tier package, which is like more explainer intro and shorter videos. And then he has this one, the top tier package for YouTube, for corporate, for long videos. You can see also the pricing here. So he has up to 60 minutes of footage, 15 minutes running time. He was able to also give me a discount, maybe because we worked in the past, or possibly, you know, for other reasons. But this is, I think, a great offer to do. And, you know, I think that's all about the great thing about Fiverr. I mean, you can, you know, it's transparent pricing. You can see what the seller is offering. The same with my services. You know, it's very easy. Like, clients can see directly, like, what is the pricing, what is that. So there is not a lot of custom, but of course for things like video, there will be a lot of custom things for sure, depending on the footage, depending on other things. So let's wait for the custom offer, and I will show you exactly what's going to be happening next in the requirements section. All right, so we have a custom offer has been sent from Luke now. He said he's going to do it for 200. He's going to do 1 YouTube video, 10-15 minutes, 3 shorts, reels up to 60 seconds to use across my social media, and it's going to take him 3 days, which actually is pretty fast. And it's going to also do, we'll have 1 revision. So in the past, I remember I didn't really had any revisions when Luke has done the work, and that's why I decided to come back to him, because first thing, he's natively native English speaker, and with this kind of vlogs, with this kind of videos, I feel like it's just gonna be for him probably easier to understand some parts which are important to include, maybe some other parts are not as important. So I think it should work well, but let's see how it's gonna look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept the offer here. So it's gonna go, it's gonna take from my balance. And also, as you see here, Fiverr also does their service fee as well. on top of that. That's always the thing, and because of the service fee, they also able to provide you this sort of like a connection with the seller. I do think, you know, if you are a buyer looking to like maybe using Fiverr for first time, maybe you're, you know, testing, I mean, it's honestly a good experience because like this, from the seller side, because I can also say from my side, you know, when we have an orders, when we have a deadline, of course, we are paying attention to this, and we are making sure that this is actually needs to be done properly. We have a deadline. So honestly, I don't see an issue with Fiverr taking that small cut because, you know, they are eventually the platform which is providing that support. If you're ordering for business, what's your industry? We can put marketing agency, put digital marketing. We can don't say it is or related to a bigger part of your project. Let's say YouTube video creation. Please send me all your files. Let's see here, please include the file length would like to be. Since we're discussed, we can put it one more time, 10-15 minutes vlog, examples of your work. We can of course go to my YouTube channel and we can go for the YouTube channel here. You can check out my channel for examples style. So yeah, so that should be fine. And here is the link for the footage. The link as well here. Okay, so he does require a file to be attached, which, okay, we can take, actually, it's gonna probably take a while to attach all of them, but let's go ahead and let's attach one of them because I already have all the files here, so it's probably gonna take a long time, but you can just attach one of them. All right, so we have all the information shared. I attached the file here, so we can just go ahead and start the order. So that's about it. As you can see, Fiverr is, of course, also trying to push us for ordering the other services like social media design. I mean, this can be good, this can be, you know, also maybe not so good for some things, but I feel like, yes, they are trying to, you know, obviously offer you more things that can be done, and this is just how the platform works as well here. So the order has started. Thank you, Luke. Everything has been submitted, and let me know if you have any questions. We will come back and see when Luke will actually deliver the order, or if he might have like any questions or any things that we need to submit more. So Luke just delivered the order, and it's been just a couple of days as he actually sent it earlier, the delivery, and he created the whole vlog and also the 3 reels like we advised that we discussed as well together. Well, I just checked before clicking the button, the delivery, and honestly it looks really, really cool. I think he definitely understood the idea. I wanted to show you here just some of those reels that he created.
Please, with your Fiverr accounts, one mistake, this guy can tell you, one mistake can just wipe the whole thing out.
So we have 3 reels like this. Let's see another one.
So we need to think about doing upsells for new services. So we need to think how we will like send the message, because like we have so many active orders, and I said today on the call, and it's
so I think, you know, when you want to create reels, for example, from your vlog, from the things like that, of course it's I would say a little bit tricky in a sense, because vlog is a bit more random. I also saw this vlog he uploaded, so it totally became, ended up being almost 20 minutes, so actually more than what we discussed. But for me, I mean, it's not bad. I think definitely good, but for Luke, I was also surprised that he actually, you know, didn't really mention, because we agreed like 10-15. Of course, I mean, if it's more, I'm always happy, but usually, you know, there is always, you know, discussions on the pricing, you know, etc. But eventually, I think it turned out to be a really, really cool. And you know, that's the other thing. Like, I think with Luke is that, you know, he's a native speaker. He understands the YouTube game really well, I believe. I feel like that's one of the biggest advantages, because the very first time when I used his services last year in the summer, and you know, it was great as well. But of course, we had to, you know, establish as well the style and, you know, how things can be done. This really looked out to be engaging. And I know the other thing with Luke, I think it was great because, you know, the beginning is more like, for example, here we can also see it.
Daily life of running a 7-figure Fiverr agency in Serbia, and I want to show you guys how this day is being authentic, being transparent, being how it is, you know. Heading to the office, had a quick breakfast, and you're gonna see behind the scenes of how the business is running.
So it's like, you know, basically he takes this like first few seconds, because the first few seconds they always need to be like intriguing, you know, because the person needs to know and understand what's happened. So I really like how he was able to like do a recap at the beginning. So it kind of like drives more interest, and eventually people will hopefully they will watch the vlog. Yes, I mean, honestly, I'm pretty happy. There is not really much that needs to be done. I feel like he understood the job perfectly. In my case, in my situation. Also, I tried when I was filming, I tried to kind of like, you know, like not just filming something random and just like, okay, create something from that, but I had some kind of like a storyline, or just in my head, the way how I wanted to see it. So like, you know, I went to the office, then went to the training, then came back to the office. So it's kind of like maybe make it easier. I also broke down to him what exactly I want. So I think that's also makes this part interesting. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and prove, because this vlog looks good to go. So I'm just gonna be uploaded. So maybe by the time you're watching, this is already on my channel. You know, which is I think is amazing. So this is how the rating system with Fiverr works. You know, and you know, I worked in the past with the sellers. I mean, I know how much, because it's you know, means a lot when I'm doing when I'm getting feedback. So I understand that, you know, it's the same for other sellers as well when they are working. So I mean, I'm just happy with how everything was done. So I'm just gonna put all of those check marks. I mean, I will definitely rate it good. Excellent work from Luke once again. Deliver it even earlier. Looked like I expected. Highly recommend him for any video editing or consulting, as he stands the video. Yeah, I mean, I will just rate it like this. I felt like he did a great job. Also, there is another thing. This is actually something that's interesting, because you can show your work in kind of like the portfolio. So eventually people will see what kind of work you did. So I know some clients, they're like more private to that. They don't want to see that, oh, like, you know, they don't want to show their work. Honestly, for me, I don't know, I don't see maybe it as a negative, because I'm obviously recording this video publicly, so obviously people will see that I have used Luke for that. And Fiverr does allow you to now do this, like enhance your review with the AI. And let's just see what it's gonna say. Luke Bellic is just impressed with his exceptional video editing skills, his creativity, attention to detail, true speed. Not only he delivers ahead of schedule. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I will keep it in mind, because even though it might be not like 100% everything perfect, I still feel it's more authentic, more like that speaks to me. Let's go ahead and submit it. And this is also another thing. Now you can also leave a tip. Let's just see, because I want to see. Okay, so we can leave $100 tip. We can leave a $200 tip. We can leave. Okay, so the maximum tip we can leave is between 5 to 200, right? Well, I felt like he did a great job. So I'm just gonna leave the 25%, which is a $50 tip as well to Luke. So I felt he definitely understood the job well. You know, that's the thing with Fiverr. When you do the tipping, the seller, they will lose the 20%, because that's normal. And Fiverr, they made it so like these people will not abuse the system, because they will like place a $5 order and then they leave like $200 tip. So I think it's done in that purpose, but here we still have the service fee, we still have all of this, because it's kind of like all universal platform. But let's just go ahead and submit it. Okay, and that's it. You know, I felt it's great. I felt it's great. He understood the points. I like the captions. I think it's great. I've been very satisfied with his work, and we'll see if there will be you know, more opportunities. I will definitely consider Luke as well. So he's great. So hope that was useful for everyone to see how the whole experience with Fiverr. And of course, feel free to leave below the comment if you had experience with hiring Fiverr sellers. Maybe had good experience, maybe not so good experience. Please feel free to share it. It's always, you know, I understand, you know, when you go and select a specific seller, you need to always look at the status. Of course, they might not always be a top rated seller, but still, you need to look at their work, you need to look at their reviews. Even like, you know, when you go to the restaurant, you always look at those like recent reviews and how people are liking the place or not. I think the same is here. You know, you're looking at the recent reviews, you're looking at his work, and you can decide if that is a good person to work with or not. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if any comments, and see you in the next video.